All right, hey guys, welcome to the new video. In today's video, we're discussing about how to convert your old and your existing leads of the borrowers that you have purchased from different sources again into the appointments, right? In this video, we're going to go right now over here in depth right now how to convert those existing leads into appointments, right? And at the same time, how you can pre-qualify them or pre-screen them right before they come to you right now as well. Okay, so let me just share the screen with you guys and we can just directly go in depth over here. Gonna share with you guys a complete work frame and also the process right now, how you can do that without burning yourself or without doing any work like at all, right? So let me just put myself in the corner right now so you can see the screen properly and we can go from here. All right, so here's a title of today's video, which is going to be database reactivation campaign, also we call as a DRA, right? And how to convert your old leads into active borrower appointments, right? Now, if you have purchased, leads from different sources, like in the last 6 7 months, right? And if you haven't used those leads, right? Or if you have sent them like a couple of messages before, and if you haven't been in touch with them right now, database reactivation campaign or DRA is the best possible way to again reactivate them, right? Put the life back into them, you know what I mean, and convert them into the appointments and get like much more faster borrowers and even referrals, from your existing leads as well. Now, how to do that? That's pretty simple. Let me show you guys how I can do that right away over here and what are the required elements to perform this campaign or to perform this DRA campaign for your mortgage business, right? Okay, so the first thing that you need over here is of course a list of sorry for that, list of leads slash database, right? That's a must, right? You need to have actually the leads, right? Or the old leads as well, right? I would say if you have somewhere less between like 70 to 80 leads, don't use this works pretty much great with a huge volume or of course 100 plus. But of course if you have like 50 40 leads, right, you can try this out. But the best possible results comes with the volume, right? So if you have more volume of old leads, that's the best way. So if you have more than 100 leads, this would be the best campaign you can run and get some profitable results as well. But of course, you can also run the campaign if you have lower leads. But just the sales game works pretty great with the number and volume, right? So the first thing you need over here is to have the list of leads or database of your old mortgage leads, right? Second thing, now once you have a huge volume of leads, right, which means 100 plus leads, you cannot actually manage those good volume or the huge volume by yourself manually. That's like spending more time, right? You need to focus on the money making part, which is like closing more deals and taking those phone calls, not managing yourself. So the best way over here is to have a CRM, right? Is client relationship. Okay, I think my keyboard is slow, I think, or I don't know, my PC is slow. Relationship management tool, right? You need to have a CRM because when you have huge volume of leads, you want to make sure the leads are being taken care of in automation, right? You don't want to spend your valuable time, just to like manage those leads or to track them. Your CRM supposed to do that task for you, right? Now, the third thing over here would be automation. Now, why you need automation over here, right? What is the purpose of having the automation? Now, when you're sending out, like those campaigns, those SMS, those emails, those voicemail, those follow-ups, right, as well, your task should be just taking those good leads, those good borrowers, who are interested, and just avoiding those, not interested leads or the not interested borrowers, which is absolutely no work for you, right? So with the automation, you can actually build up the entire process, which can take care of the filtration, which can take care of your campaign, and which can notify you every single time you will have the new lead or the good lead response coming down as well, right? That's a good way. Now, the best part about automation is that you can actually scale it, right? So if you have more than 100 leads, right, or more than like 500 leads in a database, right, sitting down, and if you have the automation built out right now, you can literally just sit back and relax and let the automation work for you, and you can just talk to those interested leads or those good leads who respond you back or who send you referrals as well, right? So that's, I think, the advantage of having automation, where you can save your time and leverage the more tool which you can possibly over here. And this thing are pretty cheap, right? It's not much gonna cost you like $1,000, so it's pretty cheap. You can build automation entirely on your own, or you can hire somebody else to build the automation as well. That's pretty cheap as well. But of course, if you build yourself, that's cheap for sure. But if you hire somebody else, it's gonna cost you. But in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can build yourself, right? So pretty insane video for sure. All right, so this three things you need right now over here to have your, you can say, your DRA, your database reactivation campaign going on, and get those old or dead leads, and put them into your campaign, and put the life back, which means get your appointments and qualify them at the same time. Now, there are two more things you need right now, which is important before you go further, which is having a campaigns and having the follow-up sequence, right? Because you don't want to send those, leads, uh, all the SMS and all the follow-ups manually, right? The main purpose for this is to save your time and leverage the tool, right? So you need to have a campaign which will be the email sequence, the SMS sequence, the voicemail, right? All the stuff as well. And second will be having the follow-ups, because the lead respond much better on the follow-ups. So two things again: campaigns and follow-up, which will be in the CRM itself. So let me include that thing over here in this point again. Okay, and if we go here, all right, so it's gonna be campaigns and follow-ups. All right, so these two things would be needed over here under the CRM. This would be the subsection part of the CRM. So you need these two things as well, which would be campaigns and the follow-ups over here as well. Now, right now over here you have these three things. That's pretty much it, and you can start with your database reactivation campaign pretty smoothly. Now, let me share you guys right now my own campaigns, my own automation that you can replicate exactly step by step, for your own self, right? And start this going on without any spend, right? You can literally start a campaign right now with zero money, right? You just need to have your own leads. You just need to have your campaigns. You need to have your automation, and that's all, right? You can start a campaign with zero money and get 2 to 3 deals guaranteed, with this kind of a campaign, because this costs no money. And if you have good leads or the old leads, that you have purchased from a verified source or a verified platform, right? You can literally have deals coming down and a good ROI, you can make out of this absolutely with no money, right? So let me show you guys right now on how you can build out the campaign, which is like the automation sequence over here for the follow-up drip campaigns, right? And also the same time the workflow, the automation part, which can take care of all the like tasks that need to be performed manually. And you can sit back, relax down, right? And let the good leads coming to you on the automation, just by just like launching campaign and just letting it go, right? So the first thing, let me show with you guys the campaign and how you can build your own campaigns as well. Now, the first thing that we already have over here, which is the lead, right? Which is the lead right now, which we need right now as well over here. Now, this is exactly how the campaign look like right now. Over here, we are using Go High Level. So, okay, so right now over here, we are using Go High Level for our own client. I have to blur the name right over here, so we're gonna be safe, I think. Anyways, I don't want to share the client results or the client names over here, right? Just for the NDA purpose. But anyways, this is the campaign which we have right now for refinance. So this is going to be a campaign for, you can build out campaign for anything like purchase, reverse mortgage, FHA, whatever possible you can. Right now we have our refinance over here. So as you can see over here, this is the sequence of the campaign right now we have. So we have around 4 follow-up campaign over here, which include SMS, voicemail, email, and also a phone call. And you can build as many as sequence you want. We have the the option for plus event right now, as you can see, and you can add different formats of follow-up you want: SMS, email, call, voicemail, whatever you want. But this is what we have right now basically over here, you can see. So what we do over here right now, you can just build out your own message, right? As you can see, we have our first message right now, which is the basic message we are putting on over here like this. Hey name, it's you can put your name over here as well. It can be custom name. Of course, we can make it customized to your requirements. Like, hey John, it's Alex. I hope all is well. We worked together on a home on a while back ago, and I apologize for not being in touch. You can put anything over here, like literally just to make it touch back as well. And you can build out your question, your work frame like this right now. And yeah, the same thing you can put on your voicemail, email as well. And if you have any offers that you can put in over here as well to like make much better response, you can also get that, right? And you can put over here as well the offers in your message sequence, and that's pretty much it, right? Over here in the campaign configuration, you can put your name right now as well. So if you're somebody right now who assign yourself, you can put your name in the user, right? And you can also select the event start time, right? So if you have the leads drop down, let's suppose today, right, and you want to happen tomorrow, you can just put down the event start time over here as well, and that's pretty much it. And save. Once you have that, that's all you need, right? Because it's just to create the sequence of your message over here as well, and the follow-ups as well. So if you want to also create the follow-ups, you can create the follow-ups over here as well. So I would say if you have the lead for purchase or first time home buyer, in that case, follow-up is better because you can have like much better touch points over here as well. Awesome. Now, the second part over here is the automation, which is the, I think, the backend, the engine of your whole system, right? Because you don't want to reply to the leads or like manage those leads in different pipeline, right? If they come to you or if they say no to you, right? You don't want to deal with that. You want to sit back and relax and let the automation work for you. So in that case, this is how the automation looks over here. Now, this is the example for my own campaigns, my own clients again. So, but yeah, of course, you can just make out your own campaign over here as well, and also you can make out your own. All right, so this again. Okay, so we are here in the actual, you can say, the automation part, right? The engine part of the whole system. Now, let me just give you a complete walkthrough of this one without trying to confuse you guys, right? Because this can be a confusing part if you haven't make any kind of automation or if you haven't, deal with the CRM as well. So let me keep it as simple as can so you can understand how things are working over here. Now, so in Goha level, what we can do right now, we can build the workflows and we can build the triggers, which is basically the same thing, right? It's like kind of automation thing which we built out to take care of the things which you don't want to, right? Okay, so this is what we can do right now. So in the part of this right now, we can put down the trigger and we can perform our action. So if something happens, perform this, right? Which means if X happen, perform Y. The same thing, right? It's the same kind of equation if I can break it down as simple as that. Like if something happened in X, do Y. So if we get a reply from the campaign, right? Which campaign is this one. You can put out any campaign. So if we get reply from the customer in the campaign, which is DRA, which is our database reactivation campaign, perform this, which is over here, right? Now perform what? Which means that perform this campaign, which would be send the leads to you first of all, right, and update them into the new pipeline. So if you get respond from a old leads, right, so we can also put a response over here. Suppose we're going to add filter and we're going to put the phrase, so match exact phrase. So if we get something like yes, interested, I'm in, yes, that those kind of words over here as well, you can put down those words over here which you want to put down as the exact phrase, right? And if you get those exact phrase like yes, I'm interested, I'm in, right, send them to this campaign, which would be update them into the pipeline, which would be the leads has responded to you, which means that you can just update that into the opportunities over here, like a pipeline over here again, right? And mention them as a DRA. So you can understand, okay, this lead has come from the DRA, right? The first thing we have done over here is to update them into the opportunities, like a pipeline right now, that this lead has responded, and this is a good lead, or this lead has responded to my text. Okay. Second thing, you want to update yourself, right? So you can actually mention this thing as well, right? Like, okay, this send SMS, right, which would be, this would be your number over here, your personal number, right? I'll get like, hey John, you got reply from Alex from this campaign. You can put more over here as well, depending on how much you want details into your SMS. And you can also put down the details of the numbers, or the phone number or email of that lead as well over here. It can totally be customizable depending on your choice. So yeah, last thing over here is that if you have launched the campaign for, you can say, your DRA, right, which is database reaction campaign for purchase leads, right, and once the lead has responded to you, the lead should go to different campaign, which is the follow-up sequence, to either submit application, right, or to submit your appointment data as well. So what you can do right now is that anyone who respond to you on that database reaction campaign with you, right, you get all the updates. And then the second task over here would be submit those leads into a new campaign, right, which would be either to get application, right, or you can say encourage them or nurture them to book the appointments with you, right? Or you can add in anything. You can just like send them to the pre-qualifying page or landing page, right, to get all the details and all the answers from them, like credit score, how much they make, how much loan right now, or how soon they want to loan right now as well. Those things you can build out, and you can send those good leads or those replied leads to the next step. And this is what we have right now. So we send them to a different campaign, which would be, you can say, the follow-up campaign after that. So if you go over here, you can see we have built out multiple campaigns, from purchase to FHA to first responders, whatever we can. And we have over here purchase. And then again, you can build out a sequence of message for those campaign as well. So yeah, that's how you can actually build out the campaigns, and you can build out the automation for exactly for your database reactivation campaign, and convert your old leads, your existing, you can say, kind of leads over here as well, into the actual deals. So I hope this video may have helped you in some way, right, and give you the clarification right now as well on how you can actually convert your old leads, your existing leads, into the actual, you can say, appointments or good borrowers as well. So if that makes much sense to you, please drop a like or comment about your your overall experience you had so far. And if you had any kind of, if you received any values, right, of course, drop a comment and drop a like as well. And of course, you can subscribe to this channel. We are updating every single day, every single week. We are getting new videos for you guys on marketing, on lead gen, for MLOs, and yeah, brokers as well. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.